Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. All my life I have been studying death, the greatest boundary holding humanity back. The powers that be were frightened of my search. My lab in the capital was about to be closed. But it cannot be denied that some phenomena might be found only in the strangest, most remote parts of our country. Little towns that are yet to be explored by forward-thinking minds. People accept the supposed imminence of death way too easily. We meekly follow our life's path to it, like cattle to the slaughter. But we shouldn't. My search for immortality has brought me rumors of one, Simon Kane, a supposedly immortal man, living in one such town. He might be just the proof all my theories need. The final patient. I need to find him, or else all my life's work is doomed.
So, hello and welcome. This was an interesting intro. And if you didn't yet catch it, this is Pathologic 3. I'm going to be playing it. Backwards, mindless, meaningless vandalism. Priceless medical texts, gutted like fish. Worse than stealing morphine, just empty destruction by illiterate punks. Also, the dude is a bit unhappy about all this. I can tell. We can talk to him. Street sweeper. I say, a living, breathing person stepping off of our train? Do you normally only get dead people? Where did you come from? My class at university had a go-to answer to that question. It involved anatomy. Right, do you city folk always take 20 chunks of shirts with you? Or did you manage to cut down to 10, sir? Shirts, you dimwit. My equipment is in there. Do you even know what a microscope is? Let alone the one-of-a-kind anti-dispersion device prototype. You're a street sweeper, as I can tell from your broom. Do you lot not live? Do you lot not live to wake up people early and twist urchins' ears? Help me catch them. They're just kids being kids, no need to be mean to them. I must get my luggage back. Losing my instruments is like losing my arm. Worse than losing my arms. Okay. I'm telling you, hands off the kids. You're new here, fresh off the train. You're new in town, so watch yourself and heed our customs. No constable or patrolman will chase after children for you. No street sweeper neither. Are you serious right now? Why not? Because the kids have their own thing going. Their own empire, you see. I'm not going to mess with it, and if you find someone to do it for you, it's your funeral. Or rather, it's theirs. Although they wouldn't get a funeral. The tower would simply break them. The tower? They will send them to the ball crashing factory, where they will crash their balls. That's what I think is gonna happen. What tower? I'm interested. The polyhedron. Okay. I'm not sure what I was expecting. You know what? if you need your shit so badly, why don't you go looking for the thoughts that run away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade you precious linens for the capital, from the capital back, in exchange for bits of colored glass or even just a story. But whatever you do, don't hurt them. Why would I have bits of glass? I just about have one. I just about have one on my watch face. I may have to waste time on the both literally. On the both literally and figuratively. Okay. No shirts, instruments, but I get the idea. Okay. Say, is the capital a real place? In a sense, of course. In a sense, of course. The capital is a myth. And the myth is that the real capital. And the myth is the real capital. But the city does exist by... But the city exists physically. I'm sorry for my ineptitude at speaking. The Canes came from the capital and made our town, but no other real people have come from there ever since. So I was thinking, perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the capital, along with everything else. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be all-encompassing. I assure you, though, Kane did not make up the capital. Reasoning. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically. Through something, it helps me piece the picture together. Some suitcases are missing. No one will help me. A terrible beginning. Okay, no. There's a kid here. There's some stuff here, which... There's also a person in the train, which I have to talk to.
Sometimes I wonder what is beyond wonders.
Evayan. Nice little lady. So that's what you're like. How did you get here? I was traveling alone. I came in through the second door. Always more interesting that way. But it's locked. It only seems that way to you. You're restless. We hardly see anyone like you in that... Okay, we hardly see anyone like that in our sleepy little town. Even the Canes have gone into hibernation as the years have passed. How would you know what I'm like? I only just arrived. Your lips are tense, and you have the hands of a man who can't sit still. Besides, Simon told me to take a close look at you, and I always listen to him. Simon Kane. Simon Kane. He left you in my care. Said you'd be staying at my house. Oh, it has a name. The Stillwater. And this won't be the first time it's had guests. But most don't last long. I think you will, though. I've already prepared everything. Funny thing, in Russian or in any Slavic language, be it Polish, Slovak, Czech, there is a saying involving Stillwater. And it's... how was it? Stillwater tugs at the edges, which essentially means it might seem like nothing, but there's something deeper in it. So there's gonna be something weird in the house, 100%. Most don't last long. Of course not, silly. The Stillwater is just a very unique house. As I said, there's something wrong with the house. It used to be an observatory, and now people live inside. But it still longs for the heavens all the same. It draws something out of people. You'll see for yourself. It draws something out. It tugs at people. As I said. I'll come when I sort my missing luggage. You've got interesting kids in this town. Before I knew it, I had already lost my suitcases. And she just disappears like that. You've seen this. Yo. Actually, it's my first time playing any game. Not any game, just any Pathologic game. I'm sorry, my brain just lags. So if there's any nods to the universe, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Hey, eyes on us. The thief's seen us. The thief. Mr. Thief, are you for real? Say something in thief speak. Furfurem cognoscit. The Latins never minded taking what was not theirs. Thief, thief, you stole the train's heart, you did. Just stripped it out and stole it, and now it will die without a heart. Many creatures in this world survive perfectly well without hearts. A train, I believe, would belong to the Crassicitellata worms. They don't need hearts. Are you stupid, mister? Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms and legs and a forehead and 2 hearts. One in his chest and one in his wife's. It's crazy. And bristles, you forgot bristles. What bristles? Have you ever seen a worm? They're bald. You're not just a thief, you're a dummy too. Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town on an important business which I cannot conduct without my microscope and my prototype. Please return them to me. Hey, hold on. No need for all this begging and the politeness. What did I even do to you anyway? I didn't take nothing. It was all Jechka. Yechka, I think it's Yechka. My microscope and prototype are precise, delicate instruments. If they break, they'll only be scrap metal and glass. They'll just die like the train. You don't want that, do you? Then tell me where Yechka's taken them. Yechka's taken the heart back to fix the train. That way. To its face. Am I a snitch now, Mr. Thief? No, a snitch is someone who runs off to inform without being asked to do so. You're an honest witness. You have a good one, kid. Okay, nothing here. I'm sorry. Nothing interesting. View the mind map. I don't have much time, do I? Because time is passing, and for all I know, because I've seen the trailers, time plays a really important role in this game. Like, insanely important. Heaps of leaves. Someone's on the train. Let's scan this. It's kind of like Witchy or Cyberpunk, where you have to scan through things. Anything here? Nope. Can I get up the ladder? Nope. Okay. I kind of don't want to just play the game. I want to take it in as it goes, right? I took some meds. And nervous tension makes me quicker. Okay, Okay, I don't have a revolver with me. As a debutant. Jackie debut. Okay. Calomel. I don't need to. This up, I guess. This lowers my stress, does it?
More blunt. Not so sharp.
Anything I missed? Nothing. That's good. Oh, it's quiet. It's dead already. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days. That's what my mum says. It couldn't have been dead that long. Do it. Tack it on. It won't fit in there. It just won't. Told ya. We should have stuck it in the belly. Not the mouth. Life's in the belly. Everybody knows that. Nope. A locomotive's life sits in the front. With the driver. That's where the fire is. So the heart should be too. That's what Balder told me. Yariechka, right? You're correct. A train's life is in its locomotive, which is housed in the front. Ah, begone, vile snake. You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's 'cause of you that... It's 'cause of you... It's 'cause of you they don't come to us no more. They don't have to do this, bro. No. We were wondering, and we didn't know why they kept dying. We got a whole graveyard. They're all rusted up, and they can't go anywhere. It's all because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase. And now the train's all dead. If the train stopped coming a long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before. And I'm not very good at stealing hearts. That's true. Never seen him here before. So he steals hearts from the future then. Odd, considering that there is a time motive, right? You steal hearts from the future, mister. You steal hearts from the future, mister. You said yourself the train's heart is at the front. I rode in a carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart then? Through the bowels. Like all men who do. You don't get to the heart through the bowels, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body part first. Without it, the train stopped wailing, stopped moving too. That means it's dead. So this is its heart. Obvious, right? Well, that's a bit simplistic. A response to stimuli is just one characteristic of life. It's not exhaustive. What are the others? Mortality. Before trains came every week, then it was every 2 weeks. Now it's every 2 months or even less. And they don't leave ever. They just lay there and wait. It's 'cause of the war. No, it's because they don't love us no more. But if we heal this one, they'll love us again and they'll come back and bring many news. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart, and certainly won't repair it. But it is an interesting thing in itself. So let's make a deal. You give it back and I'll tell you how it works. There will be a damsel in the story. In distress, of course. Will she be pretty? Look, here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away, I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. 2 weeks ago, okay. Back in the capital. You hear this? Looks... Oh fuck, take off. I guess we gotta talk to him.
If not taking at face value, but rather, you know.
To prime it, hold this crank container clockwise. Chief, hello? Oh, for crying out loud, your mind's flown away again. My mind and I are planted firmly on the ground. Sure you are. Anyway, as I was saying, the crank is stiff. You'll have to use some force. Plato, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me in here for? We have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Daniel. What we have to do is load the prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there. It will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. It isn't from the dead? I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and, holy smokes, a woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker rasp in her throat. I started toward her, but then I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. So why not get her yourself? Why call for me? We don't have a second to waste. Chlorine isn't known for bringing back the dead. But if the woman was brought here by mistake alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous membranes enough to wake her. Chief, you're braiding another one of your chains of hypotheticals. We need practical observations. Pull out the patient, then write the monograph, not the other way around. You're right. Tell me what I should do with this device, this prototype, I think you called it. I already told you, but fine, let's go over it. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Remember, the Consumption Task Force, Kaufman, Gorski, Anna Stein. At least the gas hasn't done you any lasting damage. A million little details, as always. That's reassuring. I'd feel even better if we could leave this morgue. The magnificent gizmo disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First, you load the prototype. There's bottles of solution in the beige cabinet. Best set it on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're holding it. I load it, then what? Next, you wind the prototype up to prime it. Hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. The crank is stiff, right? So I have to turn it with some force. How did you guess? And then I just release the contents into the gas. Correct. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate theoretically. Theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach our resurrectee. Just remember, the chlorine will keep coming while our supply of solution is finite. Just try to be as efficient as possible, Chief. Keep close to the exit and protect your airways with your hand. If you've got nothing better... That's a wrong accent. Keep close to the exit and protect your airways with your hand if you got nothing better. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, call for help. To load the prototype, I need stimulant, anesthetic, and toxin. They should be here in those beige cabinets. Evaporate residue goes into the prototype. Add the ingredients one by one to this. Should be enough for 20 use. It's loaded. You don't want to waste.
Cheer up, Chief. Want to hear that grey hair joke again? The one you love so much.
Mustn't run away. I have the eyes of a man who's just walked through 40 meters of poisonous gas without protective goggles. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. You can tell me everything you've seen in your posthumous visions later. We need to get out of here at once. Yechka, at the end of the tunnel there's a second tunnel. What does that mean? It means that when you die there is neither life nor death, but something else entirely. Like a coin falling on its edge. Or a Moebius strip. You shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype back? Take it. It spins all boring. Clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. Look, it's blowing its whistle. Still smoking. That's as alive as it gets. I'm sick of this game. Go away. We're gonna play cat in an old hat. We still have time before the sun sets. Sorry for skipping this, but we have not much time, right? Oh, a kaleidoscope to look at the colorful town. You can do it like Capella. So as it stands, you passed my belongings along to some other gang, and I need to go to them to get my microscope back. Am I right? Are you stupid? She hates kaleidoscopes. After what happened to that stained glass? No. Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give it to anyone, not before he looks at it himself, or after either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. He'd give it back to the owner. If you find him in town, he'll deal fair. Well, if they brought your micro kaleidoscope into polyhedron, you won't see it again. No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dog has liked them. I think they look like polyhedron. There's one right here in the mall. You know, after this conversation with its capellas, cans, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. It sounds complicated, but it can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Okay, look. There's a bunch of people here. Ana bebesheb. Orbis mirabilium plenus est. Go away, Snake Man, you've got sharp heels. Some kids ran through here with my belongings. Did you see them? We gaze at the earth. Do not pull us away from the earth. I shall not presume to divert your attention any further. Those are the worms, right? That's what he meant by a worm. This bro just likes looking at the ground. What the fuck is that, though? And why is she half naked? Jacob Sterk, Kirik. And what was his name? Bertie Bertrand. Such a harmless fella. He was never hurt. He was never hurt a fly in his life, and the Ripper slashed him to ribbons like the rest of them anyway. The brute. We must give this unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve, then find the Ripper and give him a burial befitting a beast. Ulahi Hunud, do not act rashly. Give Kirik to me. I'll pay you back in kind, in herbs and blood. What do you mean, give Kirik to you? You want to take the corpse? Are you crazy? Why are you looking at her? Why are you even speaking to her? Be gone, witch. Buyantai, do not speak to me, stranger. Daughter of Suok. Okay, that's some culty shit. I have come begging for food to give Suok, begging for tears to give Mother Boldo. I speak to the blood of Udurch, of our town. You are not our blood. My eyes do not see you, stranger. My ears do not hear you. Suok, Mother Boldo, Udurch. Before you ask, no, I don't need to write down your words. I have an excellent memory. The Rippers come to town. The father killer, Burak. Okay. Burak. He was always a wild one. But then Marashabnak lay with him in the steppe and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Sterk. He killed Kirik. He killed the harmless Bertie. He's a monster. In the steppe. Oh, that's interesting. I thought I had come alone, or almost alone, but I definitely don't recall a Mad Ripper on the train with me. Marashabnak, who's that? A thing that comes from the steppe. A golem on feet of bone that takes the form of a young harlot. Lays with someone and then eats their eyes to blind them to reality. And people scoff at me for saying our land abounds with analytical minds. Did you deduce all that simply from inspecting the corpses, including the fornication in the steppe? Everyone knows her marks. If the victim's chest was ripped open, Shabnak told the killer where to strike. If a person lashes out like a beast, it's her holding their leash. And if you see handprints in the earth instead of footprints, Buyantai, hear me out. Blood of my Udur, Suok sings for a fierceness, a sharpness inside the one you call Kirik. Give his blood to me. He is dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suok will eat him, and drink his savagery and his sting, and sing an Uphene Dun, and a herb song in gratitude. She'll give us twire, and we'll brew us lots of twirine. Twirine? What the fuck is that? It's confusing. She will give us ashen swish, the harshest of the herbs. Bicheleneb. Ashen swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suok sings that we will need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness, but mine will be a burial into Suok's womb. I am at your feet. Hein Khrunud, good people. Give me the one you call Kirik. Should we give her the body maybe? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him or the kin do. Who knows? Suppose we do get a great crop of twire. I was under the impression that who buries who actually matters quite a lot in traditional cultures. Okay, I was under the impression that who buries who matters quite a lot in traditional cultures. But they aren't just going to bury him. They'll desecrate him until even Shabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're doing to... That's what you're doing to do. I think that's what you're going to do, isn't it? Isn't it? Step girl, say it, and don't you dare try to lie to us. I am at your feet. Hain Kunud, good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds its sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suok's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer Kirik, and only ash and swish will remain. I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to be remembered, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare times someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everybody forgets him. What an ethnographic goldmine you've got here. It's a shame I'm not an anthropologist. They'll take the name of this Kirik. What does that mean? A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they used to call Kirik will become a gift to Suok instead. He will have no grave, and there will be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger, your words are poison. I wasn't talking to you. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid falling out with the kin. It will only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You certainly look important. Maybe you have some brains to back it up? The body of a victim who met a violent end must be withheld for the purposes of a forensic examination, even if a beautiful young woman asks otherwise. Death came to this town today, such great death, the likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be fearsome day, tomorrow even more so. And on the third day, fear itself will die, and without Ashen Swish we will die too. Oh, who knows, man? I came to this town today, that's all that matters. I have to say that all these prophecies are making me uneasy. Why is she half naked? That's actually a good question. And they also, I mean, I have the streamer mode, right? So you won't see any cleavage, but still, fuck. Some bodies here and there. There's coffins there, but the locals believe in a shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I've stepped out of time, not just traveled far from home. The locals believe in a shabnak. It's just gonna appear anywhere it can. So, okay, this actually does clarify nothing, but maybe I can find something else, something. There's nothing more useful here. I mean, there's nothing useful here. I guess. Okay, this is blocked. That's the first day, and this. I think it's gonna be our last interaction. The clock is ticking.
Some are wise, others otherwise.
Bad grief. Would you look at that, customer? Keep walking, customer. This shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list. From a distance, they look just like coffins. What did? Fashionista. It looked like a giant bird was nesting by the train. Birdies, 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 gather ye here, round the marble nest. I can't recall where that quote is from. That's quite a bird indeed, small in stature, but great in spirit. Hell, I like you. You're lucky he likes you. He's a handy acquaintance. We've got a plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get it for you, wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? I'd expect a romantic soul like yours would be more interested in the Scarlet Pimpernel than the Scarlet Boots. Oh gross, what am I? An air bride? They run around naked, trampling the grass and flowers. I want to run around in something pretty, like boots from a coffin. A coffin's the best when you need a chest. A checkpoint guard wouldn't dare open it up out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, it's overflowing with 100 pairs of scarlet Saffiano leather boots, tax and duty free. There's a scam in it, isn't it? They look like military boots. Okay, I'm gonna choose this because I want to be good friends with him. Refuse. They do refuse, that's what I use. A coffin is an honest thief's best friend. People looking away is how business gets done. You a tax inspector? No, but that doesn't mean I approve of illicit trade. I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens? Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Indeed, no one knows what happens to someone once they go into a coffin, but I intend to find out. Nothing cool here. I think I got all the info I could have gotten out of this. Nothing more. I took a sip of Coke. I feel nice and refreshed. The maw. It's safe here for now.
Misophonia, Dankovsky.
Why are we even here? That's... Decadent smoke belladonna. Ooh. Getting high, are we? I'm gonna save it here, if I can. I wanna make sure I didn't skip anything.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
Some things increase my mania, while some things reduce it, which... I guess that's how... it's supposed to be going, but... yeah, well... nothing here. And... I'm experiencing some drops in FPS, so I'm just gonna... maybe this helps. I'm sorry guys, but I can't have my game crashing, and this place is unstable. I wonder, if I didn't have streamer mode, wouldn't this place be full of naked women? It could have been. Boora. My good little ball. Blunt-mouthed. Broad. Please, forgive us. You're silly, Eza, and you always have been. He's returning to Boss Turok, to Boddo. We are leading him into the bosom of his mother and father. Why are you asking him for... Okay, why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Boss Turok is dead, Aina. This little boy's whole life. He didn't know what the most beautiful creature, the immortal Boss Turok, was. Was waiting for him. And now that he knows Boss Turok is dead, Buga will find his father's silent corpse. How can we not pity him? It's a funeral. Harikun. Boss Turok, the father of all Kathange people and boss, has died. We ask Suok to bring him back. You're the silly one, Aina. Suok didn't eat Boss Turok. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. They're mortal. Can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We ask Boss Turok to change his mind and come back to us and to us, his children. Is Boss Turok some kind of mythical creature? What happened exactly? Boss Turok is the father of all Katanga people and boss. Oh, how can I explain? We Herbrides walk barefoot so that we can always hear his heart. Tonight, it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father. So we ask him to respond, but I feel he has died. A fang or a claw was thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I feel the rot squelching underfoot. Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Boss Turok can die only from gloom. We will cheer him up, feed him, and show him our joy. We will bring the last Aurochs to the bosom, I think. I'm not sure how to fucking pronounce that. Then he will remember us and return to us. So the secret of immortality was to smile and to put aside sorrow. Joy is life. Harikun. Laugh at funerals. Dance when it hurts. Death is a second name for sorrow. Mother Boddo is a blind, loving mother. The warmth of earth. But Boss Turok not only bore us, he watched over us. We lived under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder. A Zagala Kun. We're all blind worms now. Mugar. Bad. A worm is a worm. A human is a human. A human is meant to see, to build. Look around, beholder. What do you see? A town where the sacrifice of live animals is permitted in a residential area. You. Haven't looked closely. Go further. See your celebration. See our celebration. Look at the last Aurochs. What do you see in all this? Tell Guga afterwards. Well, I wonder what happens if I say this. This doesn't bode well for me. If I lower the resolution scale, what happens then? I get those like I'm gonna try to see. Did I have a look into the future? So they're dancing. I guess there's nothing in his ass for me to see. Why the weird hair though? I don't know. Let's talk, bro. My eyes touch you, beholder. It's plausible anatomically speaking, but psychologically that will traumatize me for the next decade. What was that? I just saw some sort of... What did you see, beholder? I saw rot and plague miasma spreading from a carcass, and a sanitation squad burning it with fire. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. That box syphilis. This was from hat jumps. That makes about as much sense. Thank you for your vision, beholder. You see more widely than others. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just eyes adjusting to our current place and time. Keep moving forward. Litterae non dant panem, sed aperiunt mundum. Sed aperi mundum. Mundum, the earth, okay. Bro is just edgy, he's using Latin. A dance of death. Okay. There's gonna be... Why is this happening to me, bro? So this is how they block my paths. Why is she drawing my thoughts? What the fuck was... Did they bring a disease with the cow? Is that it? What devilry am I imagining? This is not a human. Bro, I can see your pee-pee through this.
I'm the only one alive in this town.
That's cool, man. Mark Immortal. Ah, there you are. Finally, I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? What lines? I told you, sire, we cannot trust this fool. He is not fit to be our leading man. He stands and stares, forgets his lines, I know. Of other men who better played their parts. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but the outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? This costume is more suited to an antagonist. I'm more of an anti-hero than an antagonist. I presume you know the difference. That makes you an ideal candidate for our anti-production. I am Mark Immortal, director of the local theater, And you are? Daniel Dankowski. Doctor, just arrived from the capital. Magnifico. You see, the actor we've been waiting an eternity for has decided to sabotage the rehearsal. You would do us a massive titanic favor by replacing him, even if just for a little while. Still, what's the man in the bird suit doing here? This is abnormal. Oh, you are not familiar with the ancient mysteries. Our feathered colleague symbolizes the doom of all things. He acts as a dark omen, complete with a plague doctor's bleak. Our performance is quite simple. The main character has just arrived in a remote town and, quite accidentally, stumbled into a curious rehearsal in which his fate will be decided. Who knows? Perhaps he'll die at the end. Is that all that you have? All that you have to say? Why do you stare like that? I see it in his eyes. His mind is looking for a line to mumble. It is perfectly understandable, but envy is a low sentiment. Quod erat demonstrandum. The coat is but a prop beneath it. Who are you? And you, who are you behind the mask? I am a walking shadow of the slain. I'm being of words and said, a spectre of regret. My. It's too pretentious by half, isn't it? This is a hint I'm not supposed to get just yet, but which will become clear later, right? The heart of our play, our main character, a doctor and a skeptic, encounters the unknown for the first time. He built his whole life around empiricism and scientific inquiry. What will he do when death addresses him directly? But this isn't literal, right? A hero in a play speaking to death or the dead is usually a metaphor, an illustration of his thoughts, of his thought process. Well, if that makes it easier for you, we can say it's a metaphor. Play it ambiguously. Leave the audience guessing. But wait, I don't want to be a metaphor. I was promised I'd be the true voice of the dead. What kind of spoil sport ruins a play like this? I told you he couldn't hack it. That's it, I'm out. Metaphor. Pfft. And you, I see, are never happy with anything. Sounds like a failed actor to me. Excuse me, Dankowski, why are you insulting a colleague? I don't recall him making it personal, unlike you. He's been insulting me the whole time. Doesn't like my lines, doesn't like my coat. Oh my fucking god. Did I fuck it up? Lumpy man. Grief.
As if things are animated.
Let's... Okay, I can't go there now? That's a bit... I don't know. I know that I have a specific goal right now, right? This is the stairway to heaven. What the fuck? Pawn. If you could travel through time, would you go to the third future or the past? I live in the present. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's two side by side, and sometimes you have to jump backwards. Did you steal my microscope? That device with the shiny tube? I did, yeah, but I gave it to Phil. He's over there on the stairway. Do you mind if I go up? Sure, but if it falls, it won't be the one nursing you. I won't be the one nursing you back to health. I climbed a lot worse as a kid. Okay, so are they saying this can fall? Okay, this used to be some sort of temple, wasn't it? There's just some random kid here. Anything I can see from here? There's a box behind him. Okay. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme. Ginger. Phil. Wait your turn. Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look and then I'll give it back. Ew, there's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eye to look? You're not an animal, you know. Yeah, but an animal might see further though. Oh, it's you. Hey, you're a thingamajig. Your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything, just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad if you think about it. What? Didn't any of you kids go to school? Do you not know how a microscope works? Does this town even have a school? Glass like this shows the future when you look through it. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why did you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? That's why we stole it back from you. It's called justice. Justice. I'm not sure if I should accentuate this because it's kinda... I don't know. You know Simon Kane, I've come here to see him. That is my microscope. I brought it with me from the capital, and you stole it from my luggage. That's called theft. What? You don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster. Where did you get this thingamajig from? What did you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was on my way to go visit Simon, and I'd already be there if it weren't for you. Please give me back the microscope. It's a very delicate instrument. Give it back, give it back. Will you stop whining? If you want it back so bad, what will you give us for it? What will you give us for it? Just give him back the thingamajig and let him go on his merry way. It's broken anyhow. Can't see any future at all. No. Grandpa Simon fought us. What doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If we just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. I can give you a cuff on the head for it. Will that be enough effort? Will that be enough effort? What did you just say? Say that again. Calm down, Pipsqueak. Don't get angry. He's not from around here. Is all. He doesn't know the rules yet. Hey, mister, you're new here. We'll let it slip this time, but you should know you can't mess with kids around here. And you definitely can't hit them if you do. Just try it, we'll kill you. I must say, I never expected the conversation to take this turn. Was that shiny thing hanging off that chain? What's that shiny thing hanging off the chain? Show it to us. Lieutenant. Oh, a watch. Pretty. Let's make a deal. You give us the watch and we'll give you back your thingamajig. Just show us how it works, will you? We're still curious. Yeah, actually, they don't fear death. I can tell. We're at the tippy top.
Once Dankovsky. Now 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky.
I can see the whole town now. Nothing cool here, though. I came here for nothing, I guess. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna come back here. Trade. Traded it for tobacco. The capital 2 weeks ago.
They'll go to any length, Chief, but our lengths are longer.
Serafima, please hold on a little longer. Even after the inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Chief, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's still very weak. It's amazing that she's standing at all with the amount of gas she inhaled. What's the hurry? The burden of leadership you owe something to everyone, and everyone will find you at fault. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta take a sip of my drink. It's good to see you too, Serafima. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. A body matching her description was declared dead last night. We're searching across the country for miraculous resurrections, and one springs up right under our feet in our institute's morgue. That's irony for you. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second. No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also confirms that our subject showed no signs of life, and Plato himself was there when she woke up. When I reached this woman through the poisonous fog, she herself insisted that she has died. It's not proof, but she must have had some reason to think it. You can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject is having trouble speaking. All the time, and the gas has weakened her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but you understand I can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account could point us in the right direction, but there's always a physical examination or taking a sample, or an examination of her personal belongings. She came into the morgue with some items. Though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself, I left them on a table by the back entrance. Will you take a look, Chief? Perhaps there's a clue. Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Okay. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniil Dankovsky, head of the Fanatic Laboratory. Last night I saved you from the site of serious gas leak. Site of a serious gas leak. God damn, I can't read. Spontaneous resurrectee. The man with death's eyes. My eyes were affected by the gas, just like yours were, but at least you remember something. I died, tunnel after tunnel. Allow me to take a blood sample. Perhaps a microscope can give us some clarity. Okay, so this is a tutorial for the microscope, isn't it? Microcosm. Okay, that's how it works. There's something in her blood. A bacteria. Pathogen. You can stay quiet for... Okay, breathing is a bit easier, but talking is still difficult. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure what's up. It's quite late now for me. I usually sleep at... right about now, I will usually be sleeping, but... I guess we're gonna finish off this video soon. So just... a couple more minutes. Yeah. Breathing is a bit easier, but talking is still difficult. You can stay quiet for now. I just need to examine you. Rest. I haven't had a look through your things yet. Serafimo, where did you say they were? On the table by the back entrance? I gotta say something. The art direction is really cool in this game. I might not like the glossiness of everything, if you know what I mean, but still cool. Our Lazarus personal effects from the morgue. Papers, they look official. Morphine tourniquet. Jilted fiancé. Husband left and took off the wedding ring. Unrequited love. Herb's not a bouquet. Looks medicinal. Self-medication with folk remedies. Might understand more if I examine the resurrected woman myself. Okay, the board was not enough. They had to scribble on the floor. Oh, some chemistry it is. The double bond, yeah. Oxygens and shit. Okay, yeah. Well. Okay, I don't know. We'll see. You can't stay quiet. You can stay quiet for now. Spontaneous resurrectee. Chest. Can I rotate her? I can't rotate her like fully, but ew. Okay, I don't get the controls yet, but I guess we can examine the chest. There's bruising, redness, a rough injection. Seems like she had an allergic reaction. She signed a consent form for experimental treatment at the institute. They fucking injected her with morphine. She was allergic. Back. Seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her red eyes and mucosal burn. Okay. Arms. It's oh fuck. Bruising from repeated injections. Yeah, that looks like morphine addiction. The consequences of attempted resurrection? Morphine? She did have some with her. That's fucking interesting, really, if anything. Arms reverse. Nothing here to see. Legs. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her. Her red eyes and mucosal burn. Yeah, we've seen this before. The reverse of the leg, though. We can exit now. Nothing more to... Okay, what am I supposed to do here, except... I don't know. Let's complete. Our miraculously resurrected woman has late-stage leukemia and injection marks on her body. Okay. Someone really close to me used to have leukemia before I was born. Paired rings, suicide attempt, unrequited love. Seraphima waits and our subject needs rest. Time to come up with a diagnosis, even if it's preliminary.
Need to do the reverse transcriptase test again. Pretty sure we missed the heat mark in the 4th series.
Alas, our subject is not a phenomenon, just a morphine addict, and the morphine addicts are common in morgues. She was on a trial for a new drug. I'm not sure our colleagues will disclose their experiment, but I guess anaphylaxis, an acute allergic reaction, and you end up in the morgue. Did you notice the rings among her belongings? I suspect we're dealing with a failed suicide attempt. She's terminally ill and may have swung from one extreme to the other, from self-treatment to our institute. We don't know what medications she took or how they interacted. I suppose so, but how do we explain the most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why did a gas leak revive the subject? I don't know. We may need to strap the two different laboratories down to the baseboards, the one where the subject's supposed death occurred and the one with the gas leak. We can use a chemical analyzer to see what might have reacted. Did you see the bruised injection site? Adrenaline. Someone tried to restart her heart. With two small doses, the gas leaked and the body released the adrenaline. It was missing. Is that disappointment I hear? Okay, let our subject rest. Go through the lab's correspondence. There may be something useful in the flood of letters, or miraculous resurrections, and stories of unique longevity. Okay, so here's where we end up. So does that mean she wasn't dead after all? And all the others we try to find too, as of right now. Spontaneous resurrection appears to be nothing but fiction. That's what your microscope even for? Doesn't show the future, doesn't raise the dead, it's just a toy, really. That's quite the bar you've set with your expectations, young man. Alright, if we can't see the future in the glass, then we're off. We've got important things to do, after all. As do I. I leave my things at my temporary lodgings, then head to the Crucible to see Simon. We can trade now? Now we can trade again, but...
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago.
Inspector of the Special Committee. Okay, what the fuck are we being inspected for? He was sent to investigate the case of my criminal negligence. Supposedly I didn't save a town in the east of our country where a plague broke out. I didn't even try, apparently. He's luring me into a trap. His folder is full of intentionally false data. He's not interested in the truth, but rather in the downfall of a Bachelor Dunkowski. He is my enemy. Okay, so that's our... We're telling a story of how we tell the story.
'Tis not unknown to you, good sir. I am a poor fellow.
He has an eye on his thingy. Suppose this has something to do with something in the story. I don't fucking know. I have no idea about this game. Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope. Oh, that's what he said. But you asked what I was doing in the town. I just wanted to recount everything in order, from beginning to end. The beginning doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the result, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that is in the case file. Shall we revive it? Oh, yes, please. I'm quite curious as to what it contains. Let's see, where was I? Oh, yes, the ministerial inspection of your lab. Fanatica began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as... Yes, an immortal man. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The important part is that you fled from the investigation. In this town, had an outbreak of some fever that scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far? I didn't flee if proof of human immortality was the only chance to save Fanatica. Well, not inaccurate. The devil's in the details. You appear to be setting a trap. On the third day, the town's leaders gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. And what was Daniel Dankowski? Who was? I repeat, the only qualified specialist in town doing that day. What's that? Your lip is trembling. Did I unsettle you? Your tricks won't work on me. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling your Hippocratic oath and leading the fight against the plague you were engaged in. What? Come on, don't look at the table. My eyes are up here. This is utter nonsense. I know where you're going with this, Inspector. It says I tried to flee the town. I'm not looking down out of shame. I'm simply amazed at your informant's sloppy work. I think the middle is the good one. On the fourth day, the town's lost its water supply. They required a hospital, but the one person who could set it up. What was he doing? Tell me, Tankowski. Where did you spend the fourth and fifth day? I see what you're doing. You're all in it together, aren't you? It's not enough to destroy my lab, you have to destroy me too. Excuse me, and whom? To whom are you referring? You know who. Too many coincidences. A letter about Simon lures me out. But Simon's gone, the town's lockdown traps me while I'm left to die. Fanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. Very crafty. In the case file, the words prone to paranoia are underlined twice. I didn't think much of them, but now I understand. You think I have some hidden agenda beyond seeking the truth? How charming. I'll make a note of it. For now, let's get back to my fairy tales. Yes, let's. Without my information, your case file is incomplete, isn't it? That means you have to listen to me. As the saying goes, it's not paranoia if they really are out to get you. I'm already familiar with your plainclothes officer. I know all their faces. I think we can be a Chad and just say I'm thirsty. Come the evening of fourth day, the doctor from the capital attempted to flee the dying town on a cargo train like a rat. He was caught and jailed, and there he remained as the plague ravaged the town. I admit, I find even the act of reading about it repugnant. I won't lie. I considered escape. Escape, not flight. Fanatica was in the process of being destroyed back in the capital. You considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to town, I found that Simon Kane, the Immortal Man, on whom I pinned all my hopes, was dead. When I came to town, I found this Immortal Man who was dead. He died under mysterious circumstances a few hours before my arrival. Why am I in the shoes of the inspector? Simon Kane's nature, the mystery of his immortality and death, that's the most important thing that happened in this little town, and to me, but I can just relay it to you. To understand, one must immerse themselves in the details taking the full picture. Simon Kane's death is the primary concern. Not the deaths of tens of thousands, but one fantastical old man. Oh my, Bachelor, oh my. And for the very best immersion, you tried to flee the town on the evening of the 4th day. No, you're twisting it. You're rewriting the past. Where did I lie exactly? Point it out. I'll tell you what really happened on the 3rd day at the town hall. Everywhere about the emergency command, the escape, the hospital, the only thing you got right was the reason I came to the town in the first place. Then tell me your vision of events. How did it all happen? No tricks. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. Do you also read books backwards? You will recount everything in whatever order I tell you to. On the 6th day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind, explain to me what were you doing on the 5th day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? The town couldn't have perished on the 6th day. I was there for 12. There's an error in your report. You disappoint me, Bachelor. I'll ask again. On the 5th day in the town, what were you doing? Why are we jumping days, though? I thought the time matters. That's so fucking weird. So I'm recounting this to someone else. For some reason, I can switch perspective between the inspector and me and myself. Pathologic. Okay, that was an intro. You know what, guys? This is a good place to just stop the video, really. We're just gonna watch it to the end. Oh, he's in a cell. Shit, I guess. The end of the beginning. I don't even have the 2nd day. It's completely gone. We're on the 5th day. It's cool. Riddle me this. What place has an entrance but no exits? A grave. This ill-fated town. A jail. A grave. This triple accursed town is sapping your resolve by the minute. Lie down and forget. To sleep may be to dream. Your legs barely stir. Is it the local herbs blooming, or have you finally cracked Dankovsky? Will it be like this always? I can't combat apathy. This despair isn't yours, I swear. It's the local herbs messing with your head. Kick a trash can if it helps. In mania, you're sharp and fierce. Harmful side effects? What harmful side effects? Hey, you there. Let me out already. Okay. Know what? good. We're good here. I think this is a good place to finish the video. Okay. Wiktoria Olgimskaya. Albo Olgimskaya. Depends on how you want to read it. Vlad Olgimski. Olgimski. Yeah.
What?
You know what? I want to leave. Okay, in a minute. This video doesn't want to end. I am a mistress, well, a future mistress, but I think you'll agree that future and past are relative concepts. Relative concepts. That's why I don't fucking know. I'm not even sure what day it is. Or what jail you're in. You've lost your way. I'm not sure how, but I can sense it. It is the mistress's gift, so I came here to find you. Well, thank you. Now what? Are you alright? Or how are you feeling? Oh, excellent. Had a good night's sleep, full of energy, ready to stand trial. I am going to be tried now, alright? Why the sarcasm? They only locked you up so you wouldn't run away. And you now can't run away, so you can't come out of your cage. Just like that? Just like that. When you go up the stairs, you'll understand why. But first, I need to know one more thing. Why did you come to our town? Wasn't my idea. I was invited with a letter. I agreed in the hope that the living proof of immortality would save Fanatica. And when I got here, I'm sorry, an outbreak occurred. Odd coincidence, isn't it? Exactly, kid. Okay, I don't believe in coincidences. Exactly, kid. I was lured here on purpose. So what are you going to do now? I've been trapped inside the box, but now I know what's outside. An outbreak, death, and death, even in the guise of a mundane germ, is my enemy. Therefore, I'll do my job. Immortality and a deadly disease. That is possible. You know, Bachelor, my father envied Simon and Maria Cain. And Maria Kaina. Okay, yeah, that's the Russian way of saying it. Will always be my enemy. And Maria Kaina will always be my enemy, so there is no love lost between our families. I'm sorry, my brain is lagging. I need a break because it's getting late for me, bro. And yet, I must help you. I don't want to. I must. Otherwise, the town will suffer. That's why I came here. Wait, is it recording? It is. Okay. And waited for hours until you decided to wake up. You could have knocked on the door yourself. Seems to me you just like being a princess. Even the governor obeys you, right? Why would it suffer? Because without Simon's mind, this town is just a plot of land with houses on it. It nearly became that after the deaths of Mother and Nina, the Wild. But even Simon's own family didn't fully understand him. An unexpectedly mature answer. I know where to find the last person who saw Simon alive. His name is Stak Rubin. I've heard about him. He's a colleague of mine, one of few around here. You haven't just heard about him, you've worked with him. Or will you? Or you will, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore. He's a doctor. He has a hideout in the warehouses. Look for him there. How do you know where his hideout is? The way you say it, it doesn't sound like much of a secret. I'm not just a mistress, I'm Vlad Rimsky's daughter. My father owns half the houses and very nearly all the people in town. And the warehouses and the ground under this jail. Fine, I'm in no position to turn this down. But you won't be able to go there right now. While I was waiting for you, something bad happened. Something bad. When you go up these steps, you'll see. Mother said that a true mistress stands out by her timing. And here I am. Right place, but too late. Maybe I'll never become a true mistress. Don't you cry. Okay. So before another dialogue shows up, it's gonna be my third time I'm gonna try and end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you actually liked it. If you find me interesting or funny, you could even subscribe, because no, it's not like I need subscribers right now, but I'm a small channel. I'm new. Thank you very much. And I don't know. If you want to explain to me the lore behind the game, just find me in the comments section. Write something cool. I don't know. Tell me about the lore. Love you guys. Have a great day. See ya.